So I think we're good. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. We are down here, girl. We have some things to talk about. I didn't take a lot of notes on Beverly Hills. I want to talk about Beverly Hills first. Beverly Hills has been really good this season. And is this gonna work? What is going on? I don't know which way to do it. Well, I'm gonna put it a little higher, maybe. Let's put it right here. Let's put it right there. Maybe that would do good. I should put it closer. But then it's like heavy, so it kind of like leans over to the side. So then I'm thinking I should put it this way. We're gonna get this mic together, honey. I'm really about to throw the bitch out because girl, she's giving me too many problems. That's what I was saying on the internet the other day. How do y'all be fighting for relationships? I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for this relationship. What do y'all be fighting? Who do y'all be fighting? Who do y'all be fighting when you be fighting for the relationship? Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, let me know you stop by. Who you be fighting for when you be fighting for the relationship? That's all I want to know. I be throwing in the towel, girl. I don't have time to be fighting for years and years. I saw a meme. Well, it wasn't a meme. It was some man in Atlanta posted him and or some guy and this woman in a picture. And the woman, she looked tired. He was holding a baby. Her edges were like back here. And then his caption was like, 29 years you've put up with my bullshit. 29, 29 years. I said, did he say 29? You be getting into the 20s with these niggas? I can't even make it to the teens, let alone the 20s. Bro, what? That's what they call ride or die because you about to kill yourself. There ain't no way. No, ma'am. I'm not about to let another motherfucker do that. Anything, I'm gonna do it myself. You're not gonna be the cause of my demise. 29 years of putting up with BS. The girls are tired of putting up with whatever. They want their lives. Kyle, you see Kyle. Kyle is really sharing what's going on with her and Mauricio. I think it's a good storyline. I really do. She looks really good. She's really gotten herself. She looks really good. She stopped the drinking. She's doing the exercising. She was on some blog, they interview the housewives, and she just looks so good. She was just talking about Morgan not wanting to be like in the spotlight. Girl, she's an artist. She wants to be in the spotlight somehow, some way. She may not like the negative attention that she might be getting for no other reason than people being negative, because she hasn't shown us any behavior that would constitute her to get any kind of negativity coming her way. So anybody being negative to Morgan, is that her name? She's a cutie pie to me. Anybody being negative towards her, you're sick in the head, because she hasn't done anything to anybody, unless y'all know something I don't know. But I don't know what negative attention she could be getting, because she hasn't done anything for us to be like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? She's just been very regular, very whatever, going to get the tattoo. She hasn't, talked a lot. So I don't believe that she doesn't want any attention. Um, but she's gonna have a memorial. Did you see the next? I think it's the next episode where Mauricio tells asks Kyle, how was that event? The event, the homegoing life celebration party for her best friend. Her best friend who was on her papers to take care of all the things in case something happens to her. Not her husband, her best girlfriend. And this woman has ended her life by suicide. And you want to know, you ask Kyle, how was that event? I said, oh, it's done for them. That's why I keep telling the people, you shouldn't market marriage as something you do forever, because it creates this weird obligation to people and this constraint to where they feel like they can't grow. And if you're in a relationship and you can't change, and then you feel like, I have this obligation, I made this fucking lifelong commitment to this person, and I don't want to be seen a certain way by community, and then you stay stuck in this weird relationship where you're not fulfilled. I am, when Kyle said that she doesn't feel like LA is her thing anymore. She wants to be in the wilderness. She wants to be closer to Mother Nature. She wants to be in the wild. She doesn't want to be in LA anymore, and she doesn't feel connected. And as soon as her daughter is done with school, she's out of there. Hello? Hello. I was like, that resonated with me so deeply. I was like, shout out to Kyle for like dropping 200 pounds and getting on with her life and doing the things that she wants to do. That's why I thought it was like, I think her relationship with Kathy, I think that's Kyle. She's really literally at the point where she's like, I don't want to try to make things work with her. For what? She's not going to change. She has a sense of entitlement. People don't hold Kathy particularly responsible for things. You see the way Kathy acts with Paris. Have y'all watched Paris? I think it's called Paris in Love or something like that. Paris Hilton has a show. It's on Peacock. And I've watched a couple of episodes of it. And I just like to watch her because I like to see her speak in her regular voice, Paris Hilton, because she has like a really nice, like a kind of like a deep voice. She really has a nice voice. But and you hear her sometimes switch back and forth, which I think, the voice was fake. We know. I don't know if it was a coping mechanism or what it was, but to see her speak in her regular voice is refreshing. But the way that Kathy, for a woman who has a good relationship with her mom, she typically wants her mom around her when she is whatever she's doing. She did an IVF, but she didn't carry. She had a surrogate, but she kept everything a secret, everything, and nobody knew. Her mom, not even her mother, girl. So I'm like, Kathy is probably not the best to be around, and I feel like Kyle is just basically at the point with everybody, and Mauricio is included. That's why she told him when she got those tattoos, I don't have to explain anything to anyone, including you. And that's real. Like, you explain things to people where you feel like, like, I feel like I need to explain this to you. Um, but I don't feel the need to explain this to you because I'm not looking for your opinion on it. I don't care. If you have an opinion about it, I really don't care. You can have your opinion, have it. Have your opinion. I don't care. That's basically where Kyle is, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And that's why I said you can't market these relationships like, everything is going to last forever, because that's not the truth. You know what I mean? It was sad. It was sad. The ending was sad. Um oh, they had their little girls trip. She took them to Joshua Tree. Where did they go? Where did they go? Joshua. They didn't go to Joshua Tree. Where did they go? Ojai. They went to Ojai. And they had their little girls. They had the little cards where you ask questions and stuff like that. And they're having a good time. Annemarie. They went for Annemarie's birthday. I think the consensus amongst the viewers is get Annemarie out of here, girl. What are you doing here? Why are you here? Why is you here? What are you doing here? I think everybody's really clear on that. Crystal does not see it for Annemarie. She does not see it for her. And she's been saying, like, in her confessionals, you can tell, like, if she called her a bitch and that bitch is nosy. Remember, she said that in one of her confessionals. Crystal doesn't see it for Annemarie. So she is going to let her have it next episode. I think she calls her a bitch again. She's going to let her have it. And I think based on the way people feel about Sutton and the way that Annemarie came for Sutton for no reason, and even the other doctors from the other, Dr. Nicole and Dr. Tiffany Moon, they both came out and spoke against the way that Annemarie kind of handled her interaction with Sutton about her esophagus. It's none of your business. Why are you trying to prove me wrong? Who are you trying to prove me wrong for? Why would I be lying about something like that? And why do you need to be the one to break the case? Like, who the fuck are you? Like, who are you and where did you come from? You need to be worried about that man over there in charge of CGI. That's what you need to be worried about, Annemarie. So I don't know if I took notes, but they had a good time. One of the things was telling, and the little cards, lick somebody's toe, touch somebody else's tongue. And Sutton was having a good time. She wasn't being her little uptight self. Um, and she was really having a good time. They all had a good time. Garcelle was like, we're having a good time. I want to see more scenes like this, and this is what I like about this group, is because they have a good time. The women can be cordial with each other and still like have a good time where they're joking. You don't have to necessarily have that one-on-one contact with somebody in a group that you don't particularly care about. Like, I feel like Dorit and Garcelle can coexist in this group. When they arrived, Garcelle hugged Dorit like, girl, okay, we're good, it's no hard feelings. We just know that we find it hard to communicate with each other, and you don't see it my way. You don't ever understand. Somebody always has to educate you. You don't quite get it. You're not aware. And we're tired of the lack of awareness in the age of Aquarius. That we're just not. We're just the lack of awareness. Somebody needing to explain concepts and structures and things to you over and over and over again. Nobody has time to do that. We are tired. Everybody is tired, and we want to relax. And nobody has time to be worried about you. You saw when Dorit has an issue. Dorit feels a way about Kyle's relationship with this Morgan girl. And when they were at the life celebration for Kyle's friend, Morgan is going to perform a song, right? And Dorit says she sticks out like a sore thumb. So she doesn't fit in with us. She sticks out like a sore thumb. That is a microaggression as well. It's classist. It is. So little things that people say and the way that they say them, and the vibration that is attached to what they say, you can tell what they're trying to say and what they mean and what they're doing. She doesn't like the whole situation, so I'm going to say something slick, and she just sticks out like a sore thumb. Girl, be quiet. Be quiet. You got your own issues going on over there with PK not understanding your PTSD. Her and PK go to a therapist, Dorit, and he doesn't understand the parts of the PTSD. He doesn't know how to decipher when she's acting bitchy, or what did he say? Not bit. He didn't say bitchy. He said high maintenance. I think that's what he said. Something like that. Um, how is it? How is it? What did he say? I don't know the difference. I can't tell the difference. And like I said, I've said it the last couple of reviews. The way that Garcelle wants Dorit to understand where she's coming from and not have to keep explaining it over and over and over again is the same way Dorit wants PK to understand where she's coming from, and she doesn't have to explain it over and over and over again. And the universe will put you in a situation where what you could not extend to another person, you are going to find yourself asking for from another person. And then you're going to see how it feels. And that if you can't connect organically, the universe will put you in a situation where you'll just have to learn. Well, I'm going to teach you this lesson, and I'm going to teach it to you. And it's going to be like a little hard lesson, but it's going to be a lesson so that you can understand that what you're asking from your husband is what Garcelle is asking from you. And it's literally that simple. And I think part of PK's he doesn't understand, it's just him being a man. You know what I mean? I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, he doesn't have the empathy to understand the PTSD. And a lot of people feel like the reason why he doesn't have the connection is because, girl, we both know this is not, what we did was not really real. Like, a lot of people think PK set that up. Some people think that it was a setup for both of them. Like, both of them set it up to be so that they can extend her storyline, because everybody thought it was weird that she asked this person who came in her home to steal things, and can you leave my phone? And they leave your phone. Like, they're so nice at the end of all of that. After breaking into your home, they were nice enough and had a little there. There's always the good burglar, right? The one that has a little more compassion than the other one, right? And so, okay, well, let's leave her phone. Why would you leave her phone, man? They can track us back or whatever the fuck or whatever. And it's like, you want to be the nice guy. Okay, guy. So I don't know. We don't know if it's real or what have you. Garcelle, threw a little shade Dorit's way, saying, her jewelry, she still had her jewelry. So maybe that's the reason why, and then how it, like the way that, the same thing, the way that Dorit said to Garcelle, it's been like a year since this whole thing happened. Basically, let it go. How would you like it if PK was like, girl, it's been a year and a half, let it go? Like, I mean, like, what's the problem? What are you holding on to it? Same thing. It's the same thing. And it's funny. And I really appreciate the producers like running this the way that they are. And I don't know if it's intentionally, but I appreciate that because you can see that what Dorit is asking from PK is what Garcelle is asking from Dorit. And Dorit can't seem to understand. And it's always, oh, I just explain it to me or whatever. And it takes her forever. You just have a problem with Garcelle. She has a problem with you. You don't want to address it. It may be something unconscious, and that's where unconscious biases and things like that come from, because some people really don't realize that the way that they're treating somebody comes from the way that they were programmed in society, and they don't even realize it. Like the way that I say the illusion of white supremacy. You have to be a fucking weirdo to believe that you're better than another group of people simply because of your skin color. Girl, what? And to really operate in a space where you oppress people who are not the same skin color. Something is wrong up here. Something's wrong with your wiring. Something is wrong. It just is. It just is. So you have this unconscious bias, and you may not realize how you're coming off to Garcelle, but Garcelle lives in a world where women, and she can see that, she can clock the microaggressions. And it's 2024 and people are not like interested anymore. Like, girl, if you don't get it and we keep butting heads and I have to explain to you every single fucking time, and you don't see that there's anything wrong with, like, you really said out of your mouth that the black and brown people who work for you, like, you don't think that after you said that out of your mouth, how other people would be like, okay, so those are your only friends, the only black and brown people you know are the people who work for you. Oh, well, no, my mom's best friend is black. Gotcha, girl. We got you. We got you. Just the way that Crystal told Sutton, are you one of those people that don't see color? Girl, like, it's the same thing. It's the whole same thing, and nobody has time to explain that shit over and over again. This has been centuries long of this shit going on. If you don't fucking get it, I know I don't have time to explain. And I can understand where Garcelle's coming from, like, girl, fuck it. I don't have time. It's whatever, girl. Why do you keep saying my name? That was so funny when Garcelle said that. So they had their little thing out. And PK and Dorit, they're gonna figure it out. I think PK and Dorit are on the outs, right? They're like getting divorced, or on the way to divorce, like Kyle and Mauricio. Um, what happened? What else? What else? What else? Uh, Crystal, no Crystal story. Sutton. Who else was that? The party, they had the going away party for her friend. It was really sad. I was crying on top of, and thinking about, like, Mauricio not being there, how Mauricio is always with Kyle even saying, she said at one point that she said that, what did she say? She said that had it been a couple of years ago, she would have needed Mauricio to be there. Like, Mauricio did not come to Kyle's, like, best friend since she was 7 years old. Like, her family knows Mauricio. The mother was like, where's Mauricio? She was like, he's working. And it's like, you couldn't show up for that. You are in a high enough position in your company to where you can go to the celebration of life for your wife's best friend. That's how you know they're, like, disconnected. That's how you know they're disconnected. And that's why I say you can't market this stuff for forever, because people change, priorities change, people start heading down different roads, and that's okay. And people need to be okay with saying, you know what, it's time for me to start a different chapter. This relationship is not serving me anymore. I'm not being fulfilled. We're not intimate. It's just not there anymore. It's just not there anymore. And that happens, and that's okay. And before you start cheating, right? Because I guess, if you want to maintain this, but before you start like stepping outside the marriage, if you are aware and acknowledge, and a lot of people will go through their relationship for a while and both know that, oh, this is over. Like, this is over, but afraid to like make the first move in it, right? A lot of men will know that their relationships are over and they will never go file. Women will just be tortured until they're just like, okay, I'll go file, fuck it. And the women end up filing, right? So we'll see what happens. It was really sad. I was crying because it's sad. And Sutton was there and she was crying because her father died by suicide. And Annemarie tried to get it going with Garcelle and Crystal. Crystal was looking at her like, girl, you trying to say she has an eating disorder? No, I didn't say that. And it was like under the screen, 20 seconds later, 20 seconds ago, she just said that. Oh, I got to sneeze. Ooh. Oh my God. It's like a tingling, like bewitched. Oh my God. Here's my little tissue. Let me make sure because I'm about to wipe my nose, but I don't want to get anything on my nose. Like any, like, you know. But yeah, she goes and sits down when they're at the little celebration of life thing. Annemarie goes to Garcelle and Crystal, and they go sit off to the side. And Annemarie starts talking about how she might not have a small esophagus. It could be scar tissue from acid from throwing up that can come from an eating disorder. And then she knew what she said, and I don't know if she forgot that we are going to have this recorded, so you like telling the lie like immediately after, like, no, that didn't happen. Girl, what? You're odd. So I'm not here for the girl at all. Like, I don't even know why. I don't even know why she has a tagline. I don't even know why you have that dress on. Shout out to Cynthia Bailey when she was getting Kim Zolciak together, KKK Kim. When she was getting, I don't even know why you have that dress on. Where are you going to prom? That's what Marlo said to that. She going to prom. Oh, but Beverly Hills is really good. That was just the end was really sad, but it seemed like there's a lot of things happening in Kyle's life where things are ending for her, right? Like her friend, the connection with her, a lifelong friend, her relationship with her husband is ending. It's like a new chapter, and that happens for women, and it's okay. It happens for people, and it's okay. First of all, Mauricio will be fine. Okay. He will be okay because the girls are already in the DMs. Because when they were at the little picnic, they were talking about people being in the DMs, right? And how it's rude and liking people's pictures. You don't have to follow them back. You don't have to do none of that. What are you doing? But I think I think the reason why dating and all this stuff is really like weird nowadays because a lot of people are just getting the fulfillment of being desired in a dating app. So if you feel like you're connecting with people in dating apps, that's as far as it's going to go. You just want to still see or feel like you still have it. When women or men are in these public figures, their spouses inbox and things like that, they want to see the men feel good because all these people are paying attention to them, and it fuels their ego. And instead of just being like, okay, thank you, gas me up, they take it a step further and start communicating with the people. They don't know how to, like women, take a compliment and just keep it going. Some women don't know how to take a compliment either. They'll take the compliment and think like, oh my God, he loves me, right? And it's like, girl, he just said your dress was nice. Chill out, relax. Oh my God, we're about to get married. Girl, he just complimented you on your hair bow. Relax. Oh my God, I can't believe I got my kids' names picked out already. Girl, he just complimented on you on your shoes. Calm down. He doesn't want to have babies with you. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that just do not know how to take compliments. Men don't know how to take compliments. You compliment them, they want to keep it going. They feel like, oh, now I can like keep talking to you. You gave me a compliment. They don't know how to be like, thank you, and keep it pushing. Right? So when these men get all these women in their inboxes, they start responding to them. And it is rude. If you can create an emotional kind of relationship with somebody through online. And so many people, I've been wondering how people get punked and what do you call it? Catfished and all the still they that happens to people because a lot of people are stuck in a fantastical world. They'll create an illusion about the whole relationship and it don't be nothing like that. And it's weird and you can end it just really opens up the floodgates for something major to happen. And it doesn't have to be your husband had sex with somebody. He can be developing an emotional relationship with somebody. And so it's rude. Don't even go there. Don't even let it get to that point, right? And so I was with Kyle. I don't think it's respectable. I think like if you're talking to the person, I mean, I don't feel like you know what's inappropriate. You know when somebody's trying to holler at you. Men act like I don't get it. I didn't think she was flirting with me. Is that flirting? Is that what you call, girl? You know what the fuck it is. Stop playing around. They act stupid. They act like they don't know, and that's why you end up putting the onus on the woman. You knew better. You knew better, right? Okay. And so I was with them on that, and then out the blue, Kyle was like, um, would you ever be with a woman? And so Kyle is contemplating that. And I was watching the after show and Garcelle was like, I can understand. And I don't understand how people don't understand how somebody can fall in love with somebody no matter what the shell is on the outside. You are falling in love with the person's character and their or whatever. I don't really believe in like falling in love or whatever. I don't really believe. I think it's all like a just like a fantastical diluted time that you have with a person. And like when you start romanticizing, I feel like when you start romanticizing things that's when you get like cuckoo for cocoa puffs, right? Instead of seeing the reality of the thing, instead of falling in love with the idea of the person or the idea of the relationship or what it could be or with a potential or all of that other stuff. I feel like all of that stuff is fake, honestly. Because even when I look back on relationships that I had that where I've told somebody that I love them and I'm like, no, you didn't. Girl, no, you didn't. I love that person. Or you thought you loved it. It was not the how I define relationships or love. That's not what was happening there. You put the word love on it, but a lot of this shit that y'all put the word love on is not what's actually happening. It's some other shit, codependent, limerence. It's all kind of unhealed rejection and abandonment wounds. It's not love. You just slap it on there because it's like a chemical reaction that you have, but it's something else. You just you don't have the language yet to put the word to it, but you call it love and it looks crazy. But anyways, I ran off on a tangent. But could you fall in love with a woman, or could you be in relationship with a woman? And the women were just like, where did that come from? But everybody's basically kind of understanding that Kyle's in this relationship with this woman, this new relationship with Morgan. She's getting more tattoos. She's being influenced in a way that's a positive influence. She's having a positive influence on her. I could see if it was negative, but it seems like Kyle is just like really trying to, like when she said at that dinner when they were having the infused dinner, and she was like, I cannot be in a place where I'm not like in control right now. I need to be in a clear mind because I'm making changes to my life. So I need to be clear. And I was here for it. And a lot of people are, they don't feel bad for Kyle because she lost her friend, because she didn't feel bad when Lisa Vanderpump lost her brother. I was like, that girl, that happened so long. Y'all still holding on to that? Like, okay. I mean, okay, we can hold on to it because she did not show empathy to Lisa when her brother died. But I don't know where she's not getting it from. I feel like the people that came to the life party heard this new relationship with this girl Morgan. I feel like she's having positive changes in her life, so I'm here for it. Shout out to Kyle. Baby, when she said she wants to get up out of there as soon as her daughter, she got one more to go, and she's out of there. And a lot of these people, didn't that damn psychic um tell Kyle he'll never fulfill you. And once the kids grow up, you will realize that you are not fulfilled, and that's when the relationship will be over. Kyle is sitting down on the damn interview saying when Portia is done with school, she's almost done with school. I think she got a year and a half to go, and she's out. She's out of here. She don't want to live here anymore. So I don't know if they're gonna have the Real Housewives of Lake Arrowhead or the Real Housewives of Shasta. I don't know what's going on, where Kyle is going to go in the mountains. The Real Housewives of Yosemite Park. I don't know. But she says she's out of here. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her. You just want a different. And sometimes I mean, I feel like I always say, like, we are literally like flowers, all of us. We are all flowers. We all look different. We all need different environments to grow. We need different, elements around us to grow. And sometimes those elements create a stagnancy. And it's like you're just posted and stuck, and you need to change the environment. Just like when you do your plants, we're literally like flowers and plants. You put a plant in one area of the room, and it's like just looking like, girl, I do not like sitting over here. I am not going to grow. You move it somewhere else, and all of a sudden it just starts growing. We are the same. We are the same. And some of us need to get out of our environments in order to grow. And I'm here for Kyle. I love this season of Beverly Hills. I really like the way that they're doing everything. I don't know about Crystal. She hasn't really had a good storyline. Oh, Garcelle was talking to her sons. Looks like one of them is having sex. She told them, she don't want to. Who said they don't want to be grandparents? Who was that said? Oh, that was on Married to Medicine, where Simone and Cecil said they didn't want to be. They just trying to do the empty nesting. We just got y'all out of this house. Don't start bringing no little babies up in here. Do not do that. I think part of making sure having those conversations is just, making sure that they're responsible. You start exploring sex. You cannot deny that, sexual exploration starts happening in the teen years, late teens. And you have to just be like, okay, but here, let me educate you and let me give you the information so that you're safe and you're not, catching or contracting any viruses or having babies, because, neither one of them need to occur. So you need to be educated. And I am all for educating boys and girls the same. Respect your body. Do not share your body with random people. With boys, I tell the boys, because I know that they are going to be met, because these men do not rent, they don't operate from a different playbook. It's the same playbook. And they tell boys that are growing into men, the more women you have is a testament to your manhood. And as a result, these boys end up disrespecting their bodies and running their bodies ragged and tired, just trying to screw everything that moves. And you need to tell your sons the same things that you tell your daughters. Respect your bodies. Do not allow people to come in contact with you. You are sharing your body with someone else. So be mindful who you share your body with, and be very selective. Do not give your body out to just anybody, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So I shout out to Garcelle for having a conversation. It seems like, one of them is having sex, and we'll see. That's why they want to go live with their dad, because that they'll be kind of encouraged to kind of explore in that way their manhood. Like he might get different advice from his father than he's going to get from Garcelle. All of the other son too, he wants a little bit more freedom too. Ain't no telling what he's into, so we don't know, but we'll see. So shout out to Garcelle and her conversation with her sons. And that was pretty much the episode. I would know I didn't go in order, but I thought it was pretty good. Sutton lets the girls know that she's going to go on a second date with this guy. Sutton, we need a background check. We're not playing these games, because these dirty Johns will act like they're these dudes on the up and up, and they be scheming and scamming the whole time. And we can't afford that. And you're not getting married because we don't want to lose that $300,000 a month in spousal support. So you're not getting married, Sutton. And I know you know that. I don't think Sutton should get married. I mean, if you want to date, get a little dick, a little every now and again. I think it's actually probably safer to just get an escort for the time you want to do, have a night out, go out and have a little, do a little nasty things afterwards every now and again, you know, to get to have that part of you fulfilled if you think that it's a part of you that needs to be fulfilled with penetration from a male human. So just do that. That to me, that is less of a headache than actually trying to be in a relationship with somebody, girl. Just screw the escort, hire an escort, go out, have a good time in the night, you know, on the chandeliers or on the Velcro wall, and then call them when you want to see them again, girl. If that's what you want to do. But I'm here for Kyle, exploring, starting the new chapter of her life. I hope she doesn't leave the show. I hope we get to see this next part of Kyle's life because we've watched her and Mauricio for a long time. So it'll be interesting to see what's next for Kyle. Annemarie can go. Crystal can become a friend, unless she wants to get into why she got kicked out of her 14 friend group. Unless you want to talk about that. I can't wait till next week because I have a feeling she's going to get that girl together. I have a feeling. We just haven't seen that part of Crystal. We kind of see it with her brother a little bit. The way she was like, my brother doesn't know what's best for him, kind of like overbearing sister type. So she has it in her, okay? So we'll get to see that a little bit. They told you to amp it up. You don't need to be hollering and screaming to like contribute to conversations and to be a part of the conversations, to share your opinions out loud and have a little confrontation. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe it's something that you need to work on, Crystal, if you want to stick around. Dorit, I don't know what Dorit has going on, honestly. Dorit can be a friend. Where I like the show. I like all the girls. I don't want any of the girls to go, but Annemarie, she can go. Annemarie she can go. Her actual, as a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna take her out the thumbnail because girl, why are you here? Girl, I'm gonna put somebody else's face on there. I'm gonna put shit. Whose face can I put? Put PK's face on there, girl. Because why are you here? Honestly. And we could bring Erica. I want to call her Erica Richards. We can bring her back. But I like that Kim comes in and out. I think Kim's fine where she is, right? It's like normal that she's around. Like I feel like people should be around who it's just normal that they're around. Like if Kim comes around, if Camille comes around, if Denise comes around, it's normal to have them around because this is their real friend group, right? It's not, she's not here just for the cameras, but she would be here anyway. So shout out to Beverly Hills. They've had a really good season. Let me know what you think about the episode. What do you think about Kyle and her new chapter and Mauricio's talking about that event? That's what's coming up this week where he says, how was that event? That event? Ugh, Mauricio. I was like, ugh. Anyways, y'all take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.